Hey San Diego, it's time for a brand new episode of Padres POV, the gaming edition. Here's what we have on deck for today's show. We go old school with Craig Stammen and play retro video games at Coin-Op in the Gaslamp. Plus, we catch up with Carlos Asuaje and discuss his latest venture into the esports world. And it's Batters Up! Pomeranz and Sweeney battle it out at the Sony Experience inside Petco Park. Your all-access pass to everything Padres starts right now on Padres POV. Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Padres POV. I'm Lisa Lane. Now all of you know the Padres are gamers on the field, but today the players want to talk about some of the gaming they do off the field. So I'm going to hang out here at Coin-Op, home to some of the best retro games available, and I'm going to kick things off by challenging Craig Stammen to some of his favorite childhood games. I think he just arrived, so let's go grab him. Hey Craig, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Welcome to Coin-Op. I hope you're ready to get competitive.
Yeah, let's play.
All right, let's do it. We'll head over to basketball first.
All right. Bricklayer.
I think I'm beating you. It's like a workout.
Yeah, we're gonna be sweating by the time we're done.
18-24. All right, you got me.
Hey, winner.
Okay, so you played football, basketball, and baseball in high school.
Yes.
Three-sport athlete. Was that hard to manage?
Well, I mean, we only had 100 kids in my graduating class, so if you were a halfway decent athlete, you had to play all the sports, otherwise we didn't have a team.
So you just were
that's
all-
how I became a three-sport athlete.
Were you good at all of them, or did you think you were best in baseball?
I was definitely best in baseball, by far. Football, I could throw the ball really well.
Yeah.
But wasn't much of a runner. I got sacked a lot. Basketball, I could shoot, and that was about it. So the speed and quickness was not my forte, but
No,
throwing
just the
things,
arms.
accuracy, I was pretty good at that.
Well, now look, it paid off.
Yeah.
Let's see, are there any games that you remember like as a child?
You know that NBA Jam over there in the corner, I used to play all the time.
So you played this one growing up, this game?
We used to play it right before high school basketball practice.
Was your house like the house everyone hung out in before? Like
It wasn't
games
my
and
house,
stuff?
it was a buddy's of mine. We would go over to his house, eat a pizza, and then play this game and get ready for practice. Healthy meal right before practice.
Yeah. Does your family still live in Ohio?
They do. Almost all of them live there. I've got a really close family, small town atmosphere.
Yeah.
Everybody takes care of each other.
You're actually close. This is good.
Down 3 though. They need a 3-pointer. Penny.
Boom.
That was probably my favorite player growing up, Penny Hardaway. So I had an uncle and aunt that lived in Minnesota, or not Minnesota, in Orlando. I ended up getting a Penny Hardaway jersey, a Shaq jersey, and they were my team. And that was like probably when Michael Jordan went and played baseball. So I was like, needed somebody else to root for.
Yeah, exactly. You want to go try another game?
Yeah, let's try another game.
Oh my.
I'm a better hitter than this, I promise.
This is funny.
Yeah, this is early 90s. It's our style.
Did you have any favorite movies growing up? Like, I love Top Gun. Any of these movies?
Cool Runnings, that's a good one.
Oh, I love Cool Runnings. So you said that your parents, do they try to make it to a lot of your games?
They do. They were out here for the whole opening series, all 7 games. My mom and dad are big sports fans. That's what we grew up doing a lot of. So my dad's a huge baseball fan. He'll watch a game like every day of the week.
That's special.
Yeah,
You must love that.
It is pretty neat. It's fun to have them there in the stands. It's fun to play Major League Baseball with your mom and dad, you know, rooting you on, just like they did when you were in the league.
We will continue to hang out at Coin-Op and hear more from Stammen later. But first, let's head out to San Marcos and see how a virtual reality game can take your at-bats to the next level. Hey guys, I'm here at the SoCal Batting Center where I'm gonna find out if I can hit like a big leaguer. Let's go check it out. Hello, thank you. Here goes nothing, right?
So this machine's made by Pro Better Sports. They are typically owned by Major League Baseball teams. They throw 40 to 100 miles an hour in 10 different pitches, and they throw from 8 years old all the way up to pro. They throw right-handed, left-handed, stretch, and wind-up. So it's a great tool for kids to come in because you see the motion of the pitcher, and it delivers whatever pitch you want to see.
Ooh, high cheddar. Regular machines, you're not going to be able to see a curveball, you're not going to be able to see a changeup. So this is really cool because you can randomize it. So you can be like, okay, I want to get a fastball, curveball, changeup mix. This kind of creates a real at-bat where you get different pitches and different locations. So it's cool in that way. So it's made me better in the fact that I'm really getting prepared for a real game now.
See how it's going. And then it comes out.
Hitting 100 miles per hour is not an easy thing to do. Even hitting 90 miles per hour, you start understanding what it takes to be like a real major league hitter. So it's quite an eye-opening experience. So right now, we have it at 80, and then we can be like, okay, I want 10 pitches this round. And then we can be like, oh, you know what? Mark's a tall guy. Let's move that up a little bit. Set that. So now it customizes the settings to what we'd like.
I'm gonna come in after you and embarrass myself. That was for sure a home run. Come on, doesn't get much better than that, right? Still to come.
I wanted to stay involved, and I kind of looked into esports and realized that it was a booming industry, so I wanted to start an organization.
Carlos Aswaje talks about his latest venture into the esports world. Plus, more with Craig Stammen, who opens up about enjoying his role as the reliable reliever.
I think that's the role all of us take in the bullpen is whenever our number's called, we're excited to be able to play. We're not an everyday player, so it's fun when we do get out there and do well for the team.
But first, it's time for your Friar Fun Fact. This week in Padres history, on April 16, 1983, Padres first baseman Steve Garvey appeared in his 1,118th consecutive game, setting a National League record. Talk about a gamer.
Played N64, loved Mario Party 2, Smash Bros, the originals.
Either Slugfest or Blitz 2001.
I was a big Pokemon kid growing up. I mean, I was all about the original games. I know I played a lot of hours growing up playing that, so I guess Pokemon.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Padres POV. I'm still here hanging out at Coin Op. Now we all know Carlos Aswaje is one of the most passionate players on the field, but recently I checked in with the second baseman to talk about one of his greatest passions away from the game of baseball. That's right, he gives us the scoop into his latest venture, esports. Check it out. All right, Carlos, you decided to venture into something a little different, the esports world, a new organization, Motivate. What made you decide to go into esports?
Well, to be honest, I did some competitive gaming myself, but eventually you reached the ranks of pro gaming, and quite frankly, I was just getting beat every single time. So I wanted to stay involved, and I kind of looked into esports and kind of realized that it was a booming industry, so I wanted to start an organization. I think a lot of people don't realize how big esports is actually getting. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry right now, so I'm kind of getting in the ground floor, and hopefully it continues to grow, and hopefully I continue to have success in it.
So what is it about your organization? I know that you have swag, I've seen the other players wearing it, but how else can people get involved in it?
Through all social media, our Twitter is @MotivateGaming and also motivategaming.com. But really, we play multiple platforms, multiple games, so if you're ever on, I'm always on.
So people can actually come and play against you?
Yeah, definitely.
What are your favorite games?
A couple of my favorite games are Fortnite right now, Gears of War, and new game, Rainbow Six.
All right, so if you're gonna pick a couple of your teammates to say join your Fortnite team, who are you picking?
I got to go with Joey Lucchese, Derek Hosmer, and I would say Freddie Galvis. I just think he'd be quick.
What has been the biggest challenge of being a business owner?
Well, it's definitely difficult. I mean, you kind of undertake something and you don't understand the full spectrum of it. You know, dealing with employees, dealing with players, negotiating contracts, sending out contracts, and kind of finding and recruiting the right people is definitely difficult. But it's definitely something I'm passionate about and something I'm passionate about growing.
Nice.
All right, I think I have to pick up like Fortnite, kind of start figuring out, I'll play you, but for now the fans, they can come and play you, right?
Yeah, definitely,
That'll be
definitely.
fun.
If you're ever on Xbox, Swahe M8 is my name, and yeah, hit me up whenever.
Perfect, thank you so much.
Sounds good, thank you.
Coming up.
Oh, it is gone! Eric Hosmer gets his second home run in a Padres uniform.
Who makes the cut for the top Padres plays of the week? Plus, Craig Stammen talks about how he flipped the switch to find the heat on the mound.
At some points it gets so low, you just have to decide, like, you know, I'm going to put up a brick wall and everything on the other end of that wall is going to be a little bit different than it was on the other side.
But first, let's test your knowledge with some Padres POV trivia. What video game was Craig Stammen's childhood favorite? Was it A, Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball, B, NFL Blitz, or C, NBA Jam? Stick around for the answer. You're watching Padres POV.
Favorite gaming console growing up was just the original N64.
PlayStation original.
I've always had an Xbox, and I just bought an Xbox One the other day, so I'm getting into that again.
Welcome back to Padres POV. Before the break, we asked you, what video game was Craig Stammen's childhood favorite? Here's Craig with the answer.
My favorite game growing up was NBA Jam. I like to go with the Penny Hardaway Shaq combo with the dunks and the three-pointers.
If you said C, NBA Jam, you are correct. San Diego sports fans, if you haven't already, be sure to check out Fox Sports San Diego's original show, Inside San Diego Sports. In this week's episode, it's an NFL preview with local hopefuls like Rashad Penny and Scott Quessenberry.
When I was 6, I decided that I wanted to play in the National Football League, but I really thought it was possible when I became a sophomore in high school.
You can catch Inside San Diego Sports every Tuesday. And in case you miss it, be sure to head on over to foxsportssandiego.com to keep up with all the latest videos and articles on your favorite San Diego teams and players. Now it's time to take a look at the best of the best from the Padres this week.
It is Military Sunday, chance to honor the men and women who served this country. Welcome to Padres Baseball.
I'll take that any day of the week, twice on Sundays. Joey is en fuego.
Joey Lucchese, he is racking up strikeouts.
Perella moves over, dives, and makes the catch. Brad Hand faces 4 batters and strikes them all out. It is gone! Eric Hosmer gets his second home run in the Padres uniform. Headley lines it into right field. Padres tie it up. Blown save, Kenley Jansen. Saw a lot of good things from the San Diego Padres.
It's time for these boys to hit the road and dominate. There's still more to come on Padres POV. Craig Stammen discusses embracing a leadership role in the bullpen.
Those guys, we're trying to, groom them so that in a couple years, this team's making World Series run after World Series run after World Series run.
And Pomeranz and Sweeney go head-to-head in a home run derby battle on MLB The Show.
Oh.
The Bambinos got popped. Pop.
Welcome back to Padres POV. I'm Lisa Lane, still having a blast hanging out here at Coin-Op. But while I'm here, Pomeranz and Sweeney are over at Petco Park in a competition of their own. So check it out as they battle it out in MLB The Show, while I hang out here and battle it out with Dance Dance Revolution.
Hey guys, Mike Pomeranz here, and thanks so much for having us on Padres POV. We decided to have a little fun here at the Sony Experience at the Padres team store at Petco in the Western Metal Supply Company building. So we're going to have a little fun by playing baseball, home run derby, and for that I invited none other than, of course, my partner, Mark Sweeney, who was cool enough to join us. But keep this in mind.
I hate competition.
Yeah, I would say we're pretty darn competitive, him especially. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. I'm glad you dressed up for the occasion.
Well, you know, it was a formal affair. Hey, let me ask you this. You ever play video games when you were a kid?
Atari. I was a big Atari guy.
Pong?
Pong is where I started. But the graphics
Unbelievable,
are
right?
unbelievable. It's gone a long way since Pong.
All right, so here's the deal. You and I have to pick a current Padre and then an all-time great. And we're going to go home run derby, you against me.
Easy pick.
All right, who you got? Who you taking?
I'm going to take Eric Hosmer.
And who's your all-time great?
I'm going to go Willie McCovey, I think. They called him Stretch.
Stretch!
And watch the home run power.
All right, I'm going to go Will Myers and Babe Ruth. Come on now.
Will looks
Come
good.
on. I don't think he's ever looked better. Look at the guns on this guy.
You look at him.
I am. I think I got the distance there.
Oh, he went oppo.
Do I have opposite field
yes,
power?
Yes, you do.
Yes!
That's impressive.
Get out of there.
All right, let's bring it. That has an opportunity. Come on, Haas. Oh!
That'll go.
Oh,
that's crushed.
Get fair.
Oh,
it's off the
pole. Are you kidding? That's ridiculous. We got to do a little bit better this round, Marco.
I thought I actually peaked. He got jammed.
All right, those are three of the worst swings in the history of video games.
Yeah. Hey, how many did you get that round?
That was gross. That was easily the worst exhibition I put on. You got to beat me with one swing. That's gone.
Is that
go.
out?
That's gone.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Is that funny to rub it in? Remember, I do have Babe Ruth. Oh, gross. You are gross.
Round two, you ready to advance? Oh.
The Bambino's got pop. Pop.
Uh-oh, here's Willie Mack. Stretch.
I love the sideburns on your guy.
Sweet chops. Oh. How do you play this game? He advances to the next round already? Both of my players are in there.
That's how bad I am,
I don't want to. You can have Haas.
No, it's over. It's over. I'm getting counted out. Well, but I got to admit, it was fun. Not fun to take a beating, but always fun to see and hang out, have a little fun here at the Sony Experience in the Western Metal Building.
Hopefully we can do this in the second half of the season. Always the best.
I'd always say rematch, but I don't know if I want another beatdown. Great to see you as always, man. Thanks for having us on Padres POV.
Those two just can't stop competing. Stay tuned throughout the season to see who battles it out next. After a long day of gaming, we head back to Coin-Op, where I finally get to sit down with Padres reliever Craig Stammen. Right, so you weren't half bad at all the games. You said you would be.
I don't know. I think if you put like a real gamer in here, I probably would have got my butt kicked.
So this year, I mean, you are on a roll right now. I'm going to read you a couple of headlines, okay, that I've been seeing. Stammen delivers again, provides stability, reliever rolling, key part of Padres' pen. I mean, I hear these headlines. What has changed and how good are you feeling on the mound right now?
Not much has changed. You just try to go out and do your job every single day, and that's kind of the role of a reliever. You never know when you're going to pitch, but usually when you do, people are on base or the game's pretty tight. So I think that's the role all of us take in the bullpen is whenever our number's called, we're excited to be able to play. We're not an everyday player, so it's fun when we do get out there and do well for the team.
Do you love knowing how confident the team is in you, that you are getting called on so much?
Well, it's better that the manager trusts me than not trust me. That puts me in a little bit better spot, but I've always been willing to do anything for the team and for us to win, and that's kind of the mentality. I keep going, and that keeps me grounded and not too high and low when things are going good or going bad.
You mentioned the mentality. I saw a quote where you said, I decided I'm not gonna suck. Was that just like a light switch? I mean, that quote stood out to me. That was funny.
Well, at some points it gets so low, you just have to decide, like, I'm going to, put up a brick wall, and everything on the other end of that wall is going to be a little bit different than it was on the other side. So it's kind of what I did last year when I was stinking quite a bit and I wasn't rolling like I am now. But those good times and those bad times within baseball shape each other, and you learn when things are going good, the bad stuff's maybe not too far away. So you've got to stay on your toes and stay humble and ready to play every day.
How good are you feeling right now? I mean, it's got to feel great.
Baseball's funny. When things go your way, when the umpire's calling the pitch on the corner that you really need, or they're hitting a line drive right at somebody, it may not necessarily be good pitching, but good fortune. So I've had good fortune lately, mixed with a little bit of good pitching, and things have worked out really well so far. So hopefully this lasts like the whole entire season. And
we all want that.
And that would be awesome.
Is there anybody that's new to maybe the bullpen that you kind of are trying to teach?
Try to connect with all of them. I mean, I think as an older player on the team, you're trying to lead everybody, but especially like my little grouping of the bullpen, me and Brad have kind of taken on the role of trying to, raise those guys up a little bit, show them the ropes, show them how it is to get guys out late in the game, just give them little tidbits of how to get through the season, where to eat in certain cities, little stuff like that. But, the guys like Phil Maton, Kyle McGrath, Buddy Bauman, all those guys, we're trying to groom them so that in a couple years, this team's making World Series run after World Series run after World Series run.
Well, and clearly here you like to have fun. Is that an important part of your game as well, making sure that you're out there enjoying what you're doing, having fun, and not forgetting to take that time to enjoy
Exactly. The greatest part about baseball, it's the same game we played when we were 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. And the more you can remember how fun it was then, the more fun you'll have now.
Well, thanks so much for your time. I'm not happy you beat me at everything, but I'll take it today. We'll have to have a rematch later.
We'll have
on.
a rematch.
Thank you. Well, I am officially all gamed out. Thank you so much for watching Padres POV. I'm Lisa Lane. Cue that rollout.
POV, man.
I swear I'm so much better than that.
Oh. Is that funny? How gross is that?
Yeah, bow nose, everything.
No, it's over. It's over. I'm getting counted out.